Child labor in Nigeria is not just a problem, it is a national shame. Every day, millions of Nigerian children are robbed of their childhood while leaders and society pretend not to see them. Some argue it is poverty while others say it is culture. But here is the harsh truth. We have normalized modern day slavery for our children. So the big question today is child labor in Nigeria the consequences of poverty, or is it a proof that our government and society have completely failed our children? According to International Labour Organization, child labor is work that deprives children of their childhood, dignity and potential. It is also harmful to their health, schooling and development. It is worthy to note that not all work done by children is considered child labor. Helping parents with light household chores or assisting with family business after school is not considered child labor. But once the work becomes exploitative, dangerous and preventing them from going to school, these are called child labor. 2023 UNICEF report says that over 15 million Nigerian children between the ages of 5 to 14 are actively engaged in child labor. Nigeria also holds the world record of the highest number of out-of-school children. Wow. According to 2022 UNESCO report, the number was about 10.5 million. Sadly, these children end up working instead of learning. Instead of these kids to be found in classroom learning, they are found working in agricultural sector where 31% of child workers are involved in farming, livestock and fishing. How about street hawking, where millions of Nigerian children are found in urban areas like Lagos, Port Harcourt and Abuja hawking goods in the highway? Then to talk about the mining sector. In Zamfara and Plateau states, children are forced to mine gold and tin, hence exposing them to toxic chemicals. And finally, domestic work, where young girls as young as 8 are made to work as housemaid in the city. Let's discuss some causes of child labor. 1. Poverty. According to World Bank reports, as of 2022, over 40% of Nigerians live below the poverty line. Poor families see child labor as survival strategy, meaning children are expected to contribute to household income. 2. Weak educational system. Nigeria has a severe educational inequalities coupled with the lack of infrastructure, teacher shortages and high school fees. When parents cannot afford education, children are pushed into labor. 3. Cultural and social norms. In some communities, especially in northern Nigeria, child labor is normalized as a form of socialization or training for adulthood. Girls are often sent for domestic work in the city to raise money for the family. 4. Conflict and displacement. The Boko Haram insurgency in the north has displaced over 2 million people. Many children in IDP camp have been forced into begging, hawking, and exploitative labor. 5. Very weak law enforcement. Nigeria has very strong laws on paper, but enforcement is as well very weak. For instance, the Child Rights Act of 2003, which prohibits exploitative child labor and set 18 years as the minimum age for hazardous work. How about the Labour Act of Nigeria, which restricts employment of children under 12 except in light family work or apprenticeship? How can we forget Nigeria's involvement in various international agreements? For instance, Nigeria is a signatory to ILO Convention 138, which is also known as a minimum age convention. Also a signatory to ILO Convention 182, which is also known as the worst form of child labor. Despite all these laws, child labor is widespread in the country. This is because enforcement is very weak, especially in rural areas. Corruption, poverty, and lack of political will makes it easy for child labor to continue unchecked. Some consequences of child labor are: 1. Health risk. Street hawkers face accidents, kidnappings, and sexual exploitations. Also, children working in mines are exposed to mercury and lead poisoning. Let's go down the memory lane as of 2010 in Zamfara State, where lead poisoning linked to illegal gold mining killed over 400 children. Sadly, most of these victims were under the age of 5. Clearly, this highlights the danger involved in child labor. 2. Educational setback. A child forced to work cannot attend school regularly, and this creates a cycle of poverty. This is because without education, children grow up with limited opportunities, and sadly, their children may face the same fate. 3. Psychological impact. Many child laborers experience abuse, exploitation, and trauma, leaving scars that last into adulthood. So, what are the way forward? 1. Let's empower families with social welfare programs and job opportunities. Conditional cash transfers should be tied to children's school attendance. 2. Let's provide free, quality, and compulsory basic education. More investment in schools, teachers, and learning materials. 3. Government must crack down on companies and individuals that exploit children. Punishment for child labor violators must be applied strictly. 4. Let's campaign to educate parents and communities on the dangers of child labor. Religious and traditional leaders should help shift cultural norms. 5. Organizations like UNICEF, Save the Children, and ILO should continue collaborating with Nigeria in tackling root causes. Every child deserves the right to education, health, and safe childhood. If we want Nigeria to develop, we must break this cycle now. Child labor in Nigeria is not just the fault of poverty, it is the fault of a system that values cheap labor over the future of children. My question is child labor in Nigeria a necessary evil we must live with, or is it proof that our leaders are deliberately failing the next generation? I leave that question for you to answer. Thank you, and see you in our next episode.